I just wanted to show a close-up of all of the crochet braided cable designs. So I have a separate video tutorial for the adult version of the crochet braided cable. This crochet baby blanket is my sweet pea blanket. It's really easy to make and is perfect for a beginner crocheter, even though it doesn't look like it's for a beginner. It's very easy to make. And then you can make your matching baby booties. These are the crochet cable, braided cable, matching baby booties. And then there's a separate video tutorial for the crochet baby and toddler braided cable hat. This color was made with Red Heart Super Saver. And then this one is made with 100% cotton. Just showing a different color. The same booties in a different style of yarn, the 100% cotton. And then also there's a separate video tutorial for this scarf, this matching scarf. And this is what the different yarn looks like for the toddler braided cable. The scarf with the braided cable for a toddler. But I also show how you can make it larger if you like it for the adult version. And I also have a separate video tutorial for these crochet braided cable matching mittens. And I show how to attach the cable so the toddler doesn't lose their mittens. I needed 2 skeins of this yarn if you like this particular yarn, and I show the yarn that I used in the video tutorials. But I needed 2 skeins to make the hat, the scarf, and the mittens. And then this is how much yarn is left over. This is how the smaller hat looks on the baby. It's a tighter fit. And this is the other hat. You can see how it's a looser fit. And again, this baby doll fits 3 to 6 months, size 3 to 6 months of age. So it's a little bit looser of a fit for this hat. If you like the outfit, she has a separate video tutorial for the dress, and this sweater also has a separate video tutorial. It's really cute. Then her shoes also, this is my Crochet Precious Angel baby set, the booties that go with that set. For this crochet project, I'm going to show you how to measure. This is my little tape measure. So you can see the size you need for your hat, because crochet hook choice will also affect the size of your hat. For my hats, I used my 3.75 millimeter crochet hook as well as my 5 millimeter crochet hook. You're also going to need a tapestry needle and a pair of scissors. If you like my little tape measure, they are from Uli. And here's some information about it. This one's a Rare Bear tape measure. I'm going to be surprising the person in my random free drawing that I'm doing on 11 September 2017. So the first person that wins the prize, this will be a bonus that will go in with their prize. Some of the yarn that you see, as well as my tape measure, I got from Apricot Yarn and Supply. So there are a lot of charts that give you the sizes that you need for your hat. There's a lot of free ones online that you can use. For mine, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to measure around the head. So I'm going to use my little baby doll. She wears 3 to 6 months size clothes. I'm going to show you in centimeters the circumference of her head. So for hers, I measured 43 centimeters. So this yarn choice I got from the Apricot Yarn and Supply Store. It's from Nurture. It's made from Peruvian Tanguis cotton. So it's 100% cotton. Of course, it's a more expensive yarn. It's a light 3. Here's some information if you want on this yarn. And it looks like there's a website too, knittingfever.com. I haven't gone there yet. Now you're going to make a chain. So just take whatever yarn that you're using for your project. You're going to take and form a loop. Then take your crochet hook. I'm using my 3.75 millimeter crochet hook. Just put it right through the loop. Hold the base of the loop with your middle finger and your thumb. Then just yarn over, turn the hook upside down and go through that loop for your slip knot. Just cinch the knot down and then take and move the loop snugly on your crochet hook. I'm just going to show you the first 4 chains and then you can make the rest on your own. So you just yarn over, turn the hook upside down and go through the loop for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just make a chain the length that you want for the size of your hat. So if you remember, I measured 43 centimeters. So I have 43 centimeters measured out on my tape measure. And then I'm just going to make a chain the same length. So I finished my chain, and for 43 centimeters I needed a chain of 70. So with this yarn choice and this crochet hook choice, the 3.75 millimeter, to get the size that I want, I'm going to need a chain to have 70 stitches in the circumference of the hat, which will be different than this yarn choice with the same crochet hook. So for this type of yarn with the same size crochet hook, I need a chain of 53 to get the same size. So for the same opening, you can see how yarn choice can affect the number of stitches you want for your opening. So only 53 with this type of yarn, and you'll need 70 stitches for this type of yarn, which is a Red Heart Super Saver yarn with the same crochet hook. Now I just want to show you the 2 hats. So both of these hats were made the exact same way. The only difference is I used my 3.75 millimeter crochet hook for the smaller one, and I used my 5 millimeter crochet hook for the larger one. So the opening has the same number of stitches as this one, but because I just changed the crochet hook, you could see the difference in size. So I'm going to measure these for you so you can see the size difference between the two. So for the smaller opening, you can see it measures about 18 centimeters, and then from the top to the bottom it's approximately, let me move this down, approximately 16 centimeters. Then for this hat, it's approximately 21 centimeters. And then from the top, it's approximately 17 centimeters. I have a separate video tutorial for this adult hat, which is the same pattern for these two. The only difference is I added more cables on the baby hat. So this one has 3 cables. This one also has 3 cables. This one only has 2 cables, and it's also a different type of yarn. But I do have a separate video tutorial for this adult hat that shows you the materials that I used to crochet it and the size hook. I'm also going to show a separate video tutorial how to make this little adorable baby bootie that goes with the hat. You can see the little bit of a cable that I started. So for this video tutorial, I'm using my Red Heart Super Saver to show you how to make the baby hat, and the color that I used is minty. And here's some information. Now if you made your hat a little bit larger by doing the extra increase rounds and you don't like this little lip that's created by the extra increase rounds, then always, when you're making your increase rounds, always keep your back post double crochets to 12 for your cable. And then just make a regular double crochet for the increase rounds instead of the back post double crochet. And then you won't get that lip if you don't like it. For mine, I don't mind. So that's how it looks. But like I said, if you don't like that lip, then you're going to have to keep that in mind if you're making yours larger and you don't want to go up to a larger crochet hook for your hat and you want to keep the smaller hook, then you'll have to keep that in mind, that your increase rounds, if you use the back post double crochet past the 12, you're going to create the ridge a little bit longer. So just to let you know.